Hello, this is Paulo Arias with the International Relocation Partner, and we've been doing Facebook Live or YouTube Live for the last few weeks because we wanted to share useful information for the expat community. Today, we're going to talk about something very interesting. There's a lot of questions about it, and I kind of put this, funny subject: insure or not to insure. That's the question. Insurance, and we're going to talk about specifically insurance in Costa Rica. If it's a good idea for you to insure, you're coming to live into a new country, and perhaps you have an insurance in your, in the States or Canada, and you might want to know if it's worth it for you to get an insurance. And today, I have with me Freddy. Freddy Pacheco. It's a good friend of the expat community. Lots of people know him, love him, and he's been helping the expat community for many, many years. Something that I notice every year is that he always wins the best award of one of the best insurance brokers for one of the companies he represents, one of the insurance he represents. So I see him all the time winning awards. People like him. Very trustworthy company, offices in Jaco, and I hear you're opening offices somewhere else, and I want you to tell me about it. Please, Freddie, say hi to everybody, and happy to have you here.
Hello, Pablo, and everyone. Yeah, sure. Yeah, we're very happy. We're working a lot, obviously, and lots of people are coming to Costa Rica, lots of them, and we're helping them every day. Every day, we're getting more customers. And yeah, we're opening in Playa del Coco in Guanacaste, a very big community over there. They never had a broker in that area that speaks English, that knows exactly what he's doing. And yeah, we're announcing we're opening the 1st of September. So right now we're in the middle of finishing the office, painting on and getting all the equipment and everything to be ready for the 1st of September.
Excellent. Having somebody, and this is huge. This is so important. Just having somebody that speaks your language and is an expert on the field you need is huge and is important. And I see it every day. People come, they move into Costa Rica, and they're still struggling with different things. Buying the house, buying the car, doing the international move. This is what we do. And at some point, you're gonna have to think, do I have to have an insurance in Costa Rica? Can you tell me, Freddie, in your experience, what is the main difference? If maybe somebody has an insurance in the States, is that going to cover Costa Rica? What is your experience with the expat community, and what is the benefit of having an insurance local?
Okay, for example, there are many products, right? We're talking about home, auto, and health insurance, and sometimes even life insurance. For health insurance, most people they come from America, most of them, if not from Canada. But the people that come from America, they come with Medicare. Medicare doesn't cover Costa Rica, okay? And sometimes they bring their own policies from US, which they're paying very, very high premiums, like $1,000 per month, and they have a very, very high deductible as a $10,000. So that doesn't work here because you need here to have good coverage. If you fall down, if you break a hip, if you break an arm, if you have COVID, if you have a heart attack, all these kinds of things are going to be covered by the policy that we offer here in Costa Rica. Now, um, um, there's a very big need of having it because here things are also expensive. Okay, if you step into Clinica Biblica or SEMA, only the hospital room per night is going to be $600, a regular standard room, or $2,000 per night in intensive care unit. Then you have to add on top of that all the doctor fees and all the hospitalization and surgery rooms and meds and labs, and it could be a lot of money.
Okay, I see. So one of the benefits is a lot of people know in general, we know Costa Rica could be less expensive for medical services. And that's because I'll say we have the social security for Costa Rica. We call it caja, right? Can you
Correct.
tell us what's the difference
Yeah.
so people understand?
See, it's funny because most of the times people come to me saying, Freddie, you know what? I came to Costa Rica and I applied for residency, so I'm going to take a private insurance while my residency is approved. That normally takes like 2 years. Those 2 years are sufficient to understand how Caja works, okay? They're going to always see the problems. The neighbors are going to have problem with Caja. The only Even the ticos are going to have problem with Caja. So the people learn. Caja is just a public healthcare system. Let's remember that in Costa Rica we're like more than 5 million people, and this is public. If you end up in a Caja room, hospital room, you have to share the room with five other guys or five other women because they're big, very big saloons. They're not like private rooms.
Six.
Yeah, six or seven or whatever who they fit over there, right? And then the visitor time, it's limited to 1 hour or 2 hours a day. So being there without your family, without your wife, without your brother, kind of visiting you every day and supporting you, and only having limited to two hours a day, that's not good. And everything is basically slow. It's important to have it because it's part of the solidarity thing that Costa Rica has. But sticking only with Caja, if you can afford both of them, the private and Caja, it's perfect. But not everyone can do it. Okay, not everyone can do it, but most of the people does. Most of the people has the two policies.
Okay, so this is so important, and I want to stress this a little bit more. Yes, Costa Rica health insurance, I mean health care system is good, so everybody has access. Got money or not money, you're still gonna have an emergency. You're gonna have treatment, but it's not the same. It's not the same. It's just not the same. You're gonna go and you're gonna have to share your room with many people. You're gonna have to, the Caja will basically. If you need an exam and this exam costs money, they're gonna put you into first before that exam. They're gonna put you three other exams before they approve the exam that you really need, and that's because they're kind of saving money,
Well, let me
managing the budget.
yeah, Pablo, let me explain to you and everyone, and I have permission to tell this. Uh,
Okay,
I've been in the business 15 years, and I always been seeing claims and approving surgeries and approving treatments every day. That's our job, okay? Last year, we got the bad news that my wife developed a cancer, right? Um, well, right now she's cancer free. She's doing great, but and we have Caja too. I pay a lot of money in Caja too. But the thing is that if we didn't have access to the private healthcare, to the private services that she had to heal her, to cure and destroy the cancer, she won't be with us today. Okay,
of
that's
course.
something that I understand right away. Let me give an example. After she developed the cancer, she ended up like the radiotherapy treatment. She had a lot of injuries in her intimate zones, right? And to heal that, there's what we call the hyperbaric camera that makes you breathe very, very, very pure oxygen, and the cells are gonna receive them and try to heal themselves very quickly. We did that right away, of course. She finished the treatment. We did that like the next month. If you're with Caja, the waiting list to start the treatment is 1 year. And I know that because Gabby's doctor works for private and works for Caja at the same time. And it's a shame. It's horrible thinking how many women are there that had the same situation, and they have to deal for 1 year of bleeding and a lot of damages without nothing than waiting 1 year to start the hyperbaric camera treatment. So
So
that's
once again,
the thing.
having a private insurance could help you save a lot of travel issues, and it can even help save your life. You know, and we're talking about the medical part, right? We're talking about the medical part, and we have people in the audience that just they're making questions. And this is Juliana Jimenez, and she's asking about Blue Cross Blue Shield. Can you tell me about it? Do you guys offer Blue Cross Blue Shield? Since we have this, and this is Juliana. She's a good friend of mine. She lives in South Carolina, and no, she wanted to know, and I think it's a good question for everybody to understand if you guys offer that and how does it work?
Okay, Juliana, if you're listening, okay. Blue Cross Blue Shield was in Costa Rica. Actually, I was the top producer for Blue Cross Blue Shield for the whole country. I still have the biggest portfolio of policies in Blue Cross Blue Shield, but it was sold to another company 3 months ago. The new company is called ASA. ASA is a bigger company that bought the operation of Blue Cross Blue Shield in Costa Rica. So Blue Cross Blue Shield in Costa Rica doesn't exist anymore. It's called ASA, ASSA. That's the name of the company. The change was good. They bought even the building that used to be Blue Cross. They hired the same employees. They hired the same network. Everything's the same for all the customers, coverages, rates, everything. The only good thing that changed good is that the network in United States is no longer Blue Cross and now is United Healthcare. Something that
Okay.
people very very happy because everyone knows United Healthcare in US. I know that Blue Cross Blue Shield too, but we know that United Healthcare network is bigger than the one that Blue Cross has in the United States. So that's something that is very very new. And yeah, Blue Cross Blue Shield doesn't exist in Costa Rica anymore. That's official.
Okay, no, but to get to the point, that type of insurance is available in Costa Rica, and if somebody wants to get the same type of insurance services, they can get it here. They can get it with you. Now, what about questions like this? And I know this is a big thing in the U.S. Maybe there is a restriction on the age. How old are you before you can get this type of insurance? Is it the same in Costa Rica? Is it more flexible?
Okay, the good thing about the insurance in Costa Rica is this. Let's remember that the market in Costa Rica, the insurance was a monopoly in Costa Rica for the last 88 years. There was only one company selling insurance in Costa Rica called INS. In 2010, the government decided to open the market. So companies started to come to Costa Rica, Mafre, ASA, Oceanica, La Fice, Qualitas, all these companies come to sell insurance. So there was a department created by the government in charge of regulating the insurance market, who is called SUGESE, Superintendencia General de Seguros. These guys regulates the insurance company, regulates the products, and regulates me. We have to have license to sell insurance, and they're always like checking that everything's in order. Now, why I'm talking about this? Because one of the good things that the SUGESE did is they put rules to the insurance companies. So they said you can't deny no one because of age. Okay,
Okay,
that's the first
that's
thing.
good.
That's very good. And the second thing is that as soon as you're approved by the insurance company, they can never ever drop you. They have to guarantee your renewal per life. So that's something very very important because I used to work with insurance companies from US and other countries 15 years ago, Lloyd's of London, Bupa, Guardian Life, American Fidelity, all these companies from US and other countries, Denmark, that's another one. And these guys, when you have a problem and they spend a lot of money on you, when your renewal comes, they just send you a letter saying we don't want you anymore, or they do a technical no, that is increasing your premium like 5 times. So basically, Pablo, we're not saying no to you, but you have to pay like $30,000 this year. Obviously, you're not going to pay it. So that's a technical no. So that cannot happen in Costa Rica. So those are the good things.
Okay, I want to cover something else. We're talking about health. The caja, what's the difference? Now we have private options, which what we're saying here is they got some benefits if you hire this in Costa Rica. But I also want to talk about a little bit about cars and what is the cars insurance, what does it cover, and maybe perhaps a little bit about the marchamo or the mandatory yearly insurance that also has a tax right for people to drive the car. Can you just talk about just a little bit because our time is of the essence.
Let's switch a little bit to our insurance. Our insurance very easy. In Costa Rica, it's not mandatory to have private or volunteer insurance. You have to have the marchamo. That's the only one that is mandatory. In some countries, you have to have both. You have to show the police officer your car insurance policy. In Costa Rica, it's the marchamo. Marchamo is a basic uh, road permission. I call it that the way. It is only gonna cover $12,000 to injuries for the people that are in your car if you have an accident, or if you hit someone in the road. Now, it's only $12,000. That's nothing. Okay. And you have to pay that every year before the 31st of December. Now, here, and everyone has two policies. The volunteer policy that is going to be ASA, Oceanica, INS, Lafice, all these companies that offers full coverage, like 100 million, like $500,000 in liability, collision, theft, natural disaster, flood, road assistance, all these coverage that Marchamo doesn't cover. So it's very, very important to not stick with Marchamo. You guys can't imagine how many people come to my office for other reasons, health insurance, home insurance, and they end up telling me, "Oh, Freddie, look, I have insurance. I have Marchamo," and they be driving like 6 or 8 months or even years, thinking that Marchamo is the answer, and they're completely wrong. Okay, so you can get into a very big problem if you stick only with Marchamo.
So, the truth is insurance, it's a very particular thing. Insurance, you're insuring a car. It's specific to your needs or to someone needs. If you have health issues or if you are interested in health insurance, it's very specific to your particular case. So I know there is a lot of people with a lot of different questions, especially they're coming from other countries, and the way the insurance operate in other countries might be different. But this is what we have you here. And if you see at the bottom of the screen, there is a website, a WhatsApp number, and an email. If you guys have questions, please, you guys could reach directly to Freddie, and I'm showing on the screen his information, because I know there is a lot more questions. We cannot cover this in 15 minutes. This is probably 6 hours of content if we were to answer all the questions. But you guys have the Frederick's contact. We're very happy to have him here today. He represents a lot of different insurance companies. So as a broker, he's able to offer a lot of different options. He is my insurance broker, so I insure my truck with him. You guys are in good hands. And I'm happy once again to have you here, Freddie. This is the time for today. Thank you very much.
Thanks so much. Feel free to add me to the WhatsApp. I always answer very fast, and I'm connected 24 by 7. I'm like a surgeon, okay, a surgeon doctor. So I'm always connected. So welcome to send me all your questions. Add me to the WhatsApp. Send me emails. I'm very fast answering. So it's good. And Pablo, thanks for being our customer also, always. And hope to see you at the office again, okay? Anytime.
All right. See you soon. Thank
Thank
you and have a great afternoon. Thank you, Freddie.